It's getting down to the wire in the recall election, and three of the more than 40 Republican candidates trying to take Gavin Newsom's spot in Sacramento want Californians to know why they should be the next governor.
That's right. Pat KKLN political reporter Tom Waits spoke to Larry Elder, Kevin Faulconer, and Caitlyn Jenner about where they stand on the issues, and he joins us live with more on that. Tom.
Can you believe 3 weeks from tonight, we'll be talking about either Gavin Newsom possibly staying in office or a new governor? Possibly. It depends on how the results come in.
It's too fast.
It'll be here before you know it.
It's right, 3 weeks. All right, so you can sense the sense of urgency, a fight to the finish, really. The governor also making an appearance tonight with some of the state's top black leaders. The GOP contenders, though, are very much on the attack.
I didn't come into this thinking that I was going to get second place.
Caitlyn Jenner says she still has a fighting chance in the recall race, but time is running out.
Do you think the governor is taking your candidacy seriously?
Well, I think the governor, put it about this way, he shut us down, the state, while he lived it up at the French Laundry. He's a hypocrite. He's not about the people. He's about special interests. That's all he does, is take care of the special interests, look at the homeless issue.
We asked Jenner about vaccine mandates in the wake of the FDA's full approval of the Pfizer COVID vaccine.
Do you support a vaccine mandate?
I believe and support the vaccine. I think it's very good. I have been vaccinated. I am for individual freedom.
Jenner believes voters want a more business-friendly state.
I'm going to Sacramento to lower taxes, lower regulations, to make a more pro-business environment, because that's what we need. And as an outsider, I feel like I can do that.
If in 3 weeks from now Larry Elder wins the election, he will end mask and vaccine mandates. Polls show Elder as the GOP frontrunner.
When I become governor, if there are still state mandates for face masks and for vaccines, they're going to be repealed.
Elder says he's not anti-vax, but says mandates should be determined locally and by private businesses.
As far as the rest of the state is concerned, local districts and private sector, they can make their own rules and regulations.
He also spoke out about accusations made last week by his ex-fiancée, Alexandra Dadig.
I truly believe that he could kill me.
Dadig claims before they broke up in 2015, Elder physically and emotionally abused her and loaded a gun in front of her to scare her.
The one I'm going to respond to is the allegation about the gun. I've never waved a gun, loaded or unloaded at anybody. Beyond that, her accusations are almost too stupid to even respond to.
Another GOP top contender, former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer, who was in downtown LA at a homeless encampment promising change.
Which is, we have a duty to intervene on our sidewalks, on our streets, on our freeway overpasses and underpass, in our public spaces, to get people off the streets.
And Governor Newsom is getting an assist from California's top black leaders, who held a virtual rally Tuesday night.
We need to ask our entire base to each contact 10 or 20 folks and tell them to turn in the ballots they already have.
The governor taking the opportunity to remind Californians that all of his chief recall opponents are Trump supporters.
This whole narrative that began with the big lie after last November, with the defeat of Trump. But as Barbara said, it's not just the defeat of Trump that was consequential. We still have to defeat Trumpism, which is still alive and well all across this country. You've seen that with all of these voter suppression bills. Our job now is to turn in those ballots, to get people to understand what's at stake, to be motivated with the simple capacity to make a profound impact by simply voting no.
The governor says he wants his supporters to treat each day like Election Day because people already have their ballots and need to send them in with what he hopes is a no vote. Pat, back to you.